Hey everybody, welcome into QVC IG Live at 5. I am not at home, but I am in one of the dressing rooms here at QVC that I'll be using tonight to get ready. Just want to say hi to Spinney, and I want to say hi to Gotham Heights and Linda, and BX Cowboy, and Mike Mike and Rita, and Amber, and Tom Green, and Packer Babe Sue Christianson Lala. So good to see you. Hi Jody. Hi Rita. Rita, I didn't know you were in Idaho. That's so cool. Marissa, so good to see you. Hello, LB. Hi, Jackie. Oh, it's so good to see you. And I have thoroughly enjoyed your Instagram. Hello, Melissa. Hi, Sally. Hi, everybody. Hello, Carrie. NC Graham, so good to see you too. Rudy and Frankie, C. Spencer. So shaping up to be a very busy day here at the Q. Love you back, KLSB. So nice to see all of you. So I'm getting ready. I'm going to be on tonight at 8 p.m. on QVC2. And I have a Patricia Nash handbag show. And then I'm going to be kicking off the brand new QVC2 Big Deal, which is an Amazon tablet for $59 and change, which is nuts. So we'll talk all about that when I'm on air. But every single QVC IG Live at 5, we have a friend of ours from our QVC family join us, whether it's another program host here at QVC, or it is one of our guests at QVC, or one of our inventors, or folks that you recognize from television from QVC. Today, we have, it's so cool, we have Kevin OLeary joining us today from Shark Tank, Mr. Wonderful. And I just saw Melissa Ann, thank you so much for doing these, Mary. I needed some adult conversation today. Thank you for calling me adult. Home with the 3-year-old, hang in there, my friend. You can imagine, we're sending you all kinds of love. Jody, we had so much fun with Mary Beth yesterday. But let's see if Mr. Wonderful is here. Now, let me check. Checking. So he hasn't tapped in yet. Once he taps into the circle, I'll be able to invite him in. It says losing sound. Is that better? How's this? Thank you for letting me know. Oh, good. You know what? I probably had my hand over it. And I'll slide forward a little bit. Not to be that commercial, but can y'all hear me now? Look at my hair. Sorry. Let's see. Oh, good. Okay. You know what, Amber? And thank you, everybody. I probably had my hand over it because I'm a pro. Let's see. He hasn't joined in and tapped into the circle yet, but if anybody sees him in the comments outside of the Instagram Live, just tell him to tap in like he's watching, and I can invite him in from there. LB, learn as you go. Boy, that's like all of life. Isn't that the truth? I tell you what. But I just hope all of you are doing okay. I know that we are in our 7th week of QVC IG Live at 5. Kim, I was not on air yet. I go on air at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Lisa had a good point. Maybe he's uncorking a bottle. That'd be pretty awesome. But it's been quite a long time. I think we still have a little bit more to go. So hang in there. I think you all are doing great. Take breaks from the news for sure. And just try to find the happy spots. Try to find the uplifting spots. Because when it comes to this period of time, I mean, it's just something none of us could have seen coming. None of us could have completely prepared for. Oh, hey, that's what it looks like in the mirror. And I think that when it comes to this period of time too, gosh, isn't it crazy? I mean, Carrie says, cats are ready for me to go back to work. I kind of feel like that's how Jasper feels too. Now I have some notes here that our dear friend Brian was so sweet to send to me. And Brian, if you're chatting with Kevin, don't worry, tell him all he has to do is tap into the circle and I'll bring him in. Wait a minute, let me grab these notes. These are my other notes for shows tonight. Wow, these are sticky pieces of paper. Okay, Kevin is on Gourmet Holiday next Wednesday, and he's going to give us a little sneak peek of what he's got coming up. It was one of his items that he found in Shark Tank. Hi, David Dangle. Oh, so nice to see you. Hi, Sandy. Hi, friends. Just sending waves back. Why do you have to hide your cards during presentations? You are my lifeline. Oh, Spinney, you're so sweet. I don't have to hide anything. I think that I've gotten into a habit of sliding them out of the way because I feel like they're distracting to what I'm trying to show you on the table. So it's definitely not anything that I'm hiding, because actually on my card, a lot of that information is already on your screen and it's already on qvc.com. I just slide them out of the way because I feel like it's really distracting. Because if I'm trying to show you this and, you know, I've got all of that in your face, I think trying to make it a little easier for you to see what in the world I'm talking about. But that's a great question, because you'll see, like when it's like this and you'll see the host move it out of the way, it's because we're trying to make the shot a little bit prettier. Oh, Samantha, thank you, my friend. I am so grateful for all of your kindness. You know, it is, I'll be eternally grateful for it. So thank you for your kind words. David, I can't wait. We're going to chat on Friday. And David, exactly what you just did by tapping in and just watching the Instagram live, do that on Friday and I'll be able to invite you right in. It's super easy. Let me see. Oh, Kevin OLeary's here. Add him. Join us. Hello, Rachel. Hi, Frankie. Let's get him in. Hey, Mr. Wonderful.
Hey, how are you?
I'm so well. Are you doing okay? How's everybody else?
Yes. Well, like, you know, Mary, like everybody, there's no other option. Like, you got to do what you got to do.
That's exactly right.
It's crazy.
And as long as it takes, too. That's how I feel. As long as it takes. You look great.
Well, I'm relaxed. I'm working here. You know, I'm in quarantine in Miami.
Okay.
And, you know, I'm right on the beach. So, I mean, if I got to be quarantined somewhere, I don't mind watching the waves splash in.
That's a good gig.
And I'm working on all my companies, my products every day. I mean, I think it's the best way to stay busy. Keeps your mind off how crazy it is out there.
No, I agree. I absolutely agree. I mean, and, you know, it's something that so many people, I mean, we couldn't have predicted that this was coming. I don't think anybody could necessarily prepare exactly right for it. But I mean, we're spending a lot of time indoors. We're watching a lot of TV, and I love all the comments below. I mean, I'm seeing things like Mr. Wonderful looking great as always. Mr. Wonderful, I mean, just the man himself. I mean, there's a lot of love going for you.
I have to tell you something, Mary. If I was there, I'd give you this bouquet of flowers. This is my latest Love Pop Mother's Day bouquet. But I'm thinking about you. If I could just hand it through the camera to you.
Thank you. I will take that.
Isn't that gorgeous?
So beautiful.
Yeah.
Aww.
And, you know, a little rosé.
is A-okay.
Yeah, I know. But, you know, I'm sitting kind of working and staying focused, and because it's been weeks now. I've been in here for weeks.
Yeah.
And it's the longest ever I've ever been sort of, I don't know. I you know, it's crazy. But I'm hoping. Listen, I don't want to open up early. I don't want to do that. I want to open up when it's safe.
I agree. And that's what I keep saying. As long as it takes, I am happy to. I mean, we come into the studio, of course, and then I go straight back home. I'm not going anywhere else. And so, our friend Brian, though, sent me a little update on what you have coming up at QVC.
Yeah.
So. First of all, I always like to ask and make sure that everybody's doing okay. I'm so glad you are doing okay.
Oh, I'm being very careful, very, very careful, Mary. I really don't want to mess around with this virus. I mean, the stories are horrible.
I know. And I've had a couple friends that have gone through it.
Everybody knows somebody now that's had it. Like, that's what's so incredible.
The truth. And it's serious. And, you know, for everything that's going on in the world, just feel incredibly lucky. But it sounds like you're going to be on Gourmet Holiday next week. I am. So what's coming to that show?
Well, we're going to do Benji Lock, which was a huge hit. And I happen to have one right here. Awesome. Remember these gorgeous little travel locks? They come in colors now.
Yes.
And last time we went on, because everybody's using them now to lock their purses to their bikes or taking in a duffel bag or something. I mean, they're just beautiful little locks. I absolutely love them. Anything you can use your fingerprint to open. How cool is that? I open that with my thumb.
Too cool. I mean, if it's technology we can have on our phones, why wouldn't we use it in other places too?
And look at this, Mary. You've never seen this before. This is one of my brand new Shark Tank companies. Pure oxygen. Who doesn't want that? I use it all day long. It's on my desk. I just grab it and just... Wow. Everybody needs air, but I'd rather have oxygen. So it's called Boost, and it comes in all different sizes, including purse size. This is the one that I keep on my desk, but there's 3 other sizes. There's 3 size selections. But it really is. It's the same oxygen you would breathe in an airplane.
Well, yeah. I mean, my son went to college in Colorado Springs. I could have used that with me all the time.
Mary, you can't believe how much of this we sell in Colorado because of the height.
Yeah.
People, anytime they go running or skiing or they're exercising or hiking, they want a boost of pure oxygen. I'm going to have fun with this one.
Yeah, that looks like a lot of fun, and it looks like something we could all use right now.
And you feel great. I mean, it's a wonderful kind of pick me up.
Yeah, it's a boost for sure. I mean, perfectly named.
Exactly.
Perfectly named. Question for you too: what wine do you have coming to QVC? Is that what we just saw? Little sneak peek.
Yeah, I always bring with me a Chardonnay because it's America's white wine. But I like to try, as you know, we've sold wine together. The diversification really matters. So I'll be bringing some very interesting surprises with me. But I always have the baseline, Cabernet Sauvignon, the red, and the Chardonnay. You can't go wrong with those 2. Everybody needs them. But now that I've been working, with everybody on QVC for all these years, I'm expanding my horizons and those that are sticking with me on wine. Because when I say on wine, Mary, I've got your back. So whatever I bring to QVC is going to be spectacular.
It always is. It always is. And it's something that, will this next assortment that you're bringing be available on auto delivery? Because that's definitely something that...
It's up right now. I keep my wines are so popular, and the fact that they come right to your door, saving you the trouble of going out and carrying 39 pounds. You don't have to do that. We deliver it right to you. So they're up right now on the QVC site. If people want wine, feel free to go there, order it. It's shipped directly to you. You don't pay any more for the shipping, but that's what I've been doing. I've got a whole fridge full of Chardonnay. I love it. Every night I drink a glass of my own Chard. I made it for my family, but I fall in love with it. I like it crisp, unoaked. It's
I do too. I do too. I like it to stand on its own, but I don't necessarily like it to overpower whatever I'm serving it with. And so Chardonnay is a very friendly wine, and yours is absolutely
thank you for saying
out of this world. It's so good.
I'm very proud of it, and also the sous vide and the cakes and all the things that I've expanded into, because people want great food, and I think it's my job to travel the world and find it and bring it to QVC. That's what I do. I'm like a curator. That's the whole Chef Wonderful thing I've got going. I love to cook, and believe me, I cook every single night because I'm not going anywhere. And
very cool.
And I have a routine, Mary. I have to tell you a little secret. I put on my whites every night, and I cook in my whites because it's a routine. It's like I feel naked if I don't have my chef outfit on, and I'm sitting there doing it alone because my wife and I have had to separate. We've got kids on either side of the Canadian border, so my wife went up to Toronto, take care of my son, and I'm here to make sure my daughter's okay, because she's in New York, and I want to be able to drive to her. And as you know, everything is sequestered. All the borders are shut down. No travel. And so we have been separated now for almost 5 weeks. So it sucks.
I know. That really does.
But we're healthy. We're healthy.
I know. Well, I'm glad. But I mean, gosh, that's a tough way to spend time.
Hey, a lot of families are in the same boat. One parent, one side, one parent in a different city. This virus has caused chaos. And hopefully we're going to get through this mess at some point.
It really, really has. And I think it has really taught us to be a little creative, I think, as well. So we have definitely tried different things that we wouldn't have tried before. But I think, the folks that are educating their children at home right now and working full time from home, oh my gosh. I mean,
you know what I think is going to happen? People are going to say when this is over, I didn't mind working at home. Could I be one of the people that doesn't have to come into the office anymore? Can I work at home? And I think America is going to become way more efficient because we're learning to use technologies like this one, and you and I are talking, all the Zoom meeting, the WebEx meetings, all these meetings that are virtual. Well, maybe if you've got a parent you're taking care of at home, or you're raising kids, or maybe you don't want to do the commute anymore, maybe you're the 20% that are never going to come into the office, and the world's going to work on a virtual basis. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. And I also think about, people have discovered QVC in a big way. It's been a real helper for people that are staying at home and cooking. Everything I brought to QVC during this period has done very, very well, and I know why. Because we're all at home and we want to stay there.
Oh, I agree. I mean, you know how it is. When you are in the world of retail, you get a certain amount of something to last you a specific amount of time. And our Today Special Value just sold out. It was supposed to last to the end of the day. So, I mean, folks are discovering QVC in a huge way. Folks are shopping QVC in a huge way. And I'm so thrilled because we've been the same folks all this time. And the fact that folks are coming and meeting the hosts and you and all of the folks that appear on QVC and trying the products. I mean, you know, you bring us the best of the best. And so our job.
Well, I'm excited about the new things. I mean, obviously, I love Benji. One more time with that fingerprinting. I love it so much. I just have so much fun with the whole technology. It's just so much fun to do it. Using your thumb to open a lock. How cool is that?
That's so cool. That is so, so cool. Now,
and then, Mary, just one moment.
Please.
Another boost of oxygen.
Refresh.
The best thing in the morning, when I come have my coffee and I do a little boost. It's wonderful, and it lasts forever. It lasts forever. Yeah.
That's what I was going to ask you. How long does it last?
I think it's something like, it's hundreds and hundreds of this one even hasn't run out, and I've had it for weeks.
Well, and that's the thing. So if
I'll let you in a little secret, Mary. If I drink too much OLeary wine, I drink like 4 or 5 glasses of water before I go to bed, and I do 12, and I feel great in the morning.
You know, that's.
And I'm not saying it's a hangover cure. I'm not saying that.
But that's an old trick from years ago.
I know. Oxygen.
Now, folks who are asking in the comments below about OLeary Wine on QVC.com, you go to QVC.com and search OLeary, and you can find his wine selection there. You can find
all the offers are up there right now. You can find and you can choose the different selections, whether you want just whites or all reds. I always tell everybody, get a selection, try everything, shake it up a bit. I make them all for my family. They're mostly reserves on there. They're going to be spectacular. And if you've never tried a varietal, if you've never tried, like I'm thinking people never tried the Malbec. They should. It's an interesting. I'm doing all kinds of things with wine. Try them all.
I just have to say, Rich wrote in the comments below, I bathe in OLeary wine, and it was cracking me up. So I started laughing at it. That was so funny.
That's fantastic.
Rich. You know what? Another question for you too, because a lot of folks are watching, and because of this unprecedented time, I've noticed a couple of folks in the comments saying they've just lost their job. What would you advise somebody? What should be the first thing we should do? Because we look at you as such a success in business. What's some free advice that you could share with us about if you've just lost your job, what can we do or should we do first?
You know, Mary, I get that question every day now because there are so many people losing their jobs. The key is to keep yourself out there, keep yourself relevant. If you haven't done social media and you haven't set your Instagram up, if you haven't set your LinkedIn up, if you're not on Facebook, get out there. Tell people everything about you and make that LinkedIn for sure, because that's where a lot of jobs are transacting right now. But the most important thing is to keep your social networks alive. Keep talking to people, because the reason you get a new job is that you hear about it through the network. People need to communicate. And these days, when so many people are sitting alone or sequestered or, not going out and not socializing, this is a chance. We've never had a pandemic like this, but we've never had social media like this. So I'm telling everybody, get out there on social, keep yourself relevant. That's the most important thing. And very often you've been furloughed, which means the company wants to hire you back if things change. I bet you that's 80% of the people. And I just hope that happens sooner than later.
I hope so too. I've been sharing with people that have been furloughed, because a bunch of my friends have been furloughed, to suggest ways of doing their job remotely, because there are a lot of retail jobs and there are a lot of particular, of course, IT jobs, but there are a lot
virtual assistants. Virtual assistants is a great idea. You know, the guy that used to be in the gym in this condo I'm living in here in Miami,
Yeah.
Used to work maybe 2 hours a day. Now he's doing it virtually for the same pay, 9 hours a day.
Wow.
All his clients came back and said, I'm going crazy. Can I work out with you on the balcony virtually? He's charging them the same fee. He's making more money because people want to stay in shape. They want to get some exercise. They know they shouldn't go outside. So we all have balconies in these condos. I do it in the morning, every morning. And I have a virtual assistant that says, okay, now 5 more push-ups, 5 more, crunches, whatever. It's motivating.
Yeah, I think so. And I think that sometimes making a suggestion to your boss or to your company is a good idea, because a lot of times I remember with other companies, not the one I'm with now, where the decision will be to just shut it down because it's cheapest and easiest. But maybe there's something that hasn't been thought of or something that hasn't been suggested that could be very minimal in cost, but could still keep money coming in.
I like your idea. I would even say, look, I'll work virtually for the company, even though you want to fire me, and I'll take less. I just want to stay relevant. I just want to stay in the cycle for the next, it's really going to be 90 days probably, maybe 60 days more. We don't know. Maybe things start to normalize. We were talking about when are we going to shoot Shark Tank? And I said to the producers, we're not going to shoot Shark Tank till everybody feels safe in that studio. So whenever that is, that's when we're going to do it. But we got to feel safe. We got to walk in there feeling, I'm safe.
Yeah.
And, whatever that takes.
Yeah, I agree with you. And once, everybody feels ready to do this, and I think everybody's the general consensus is a lot of folks are holding their breath. It might be for very different reasons. But I think a lot of folks are holding their breath, and that day that we get to exhale is going to be a good one.
Well, I hope for a vaccine, obviously. I would like that. I hear that in Oxford, England, they're testing a human trial on vaccine. Every day there's more optimism coming into the market. I listen to all the news like everybody else does. There's all these ideas. A new drug was found to do better than thought for people that are really ill today, and that's why the market was really excited about it. I just think this is, it's unprecedented. We started our conversation that way. I still think about it. Every night I got to look out and say to myself, my goodness, there isn't a single person on this beach, not a single person. In my lifetime, that's never been the case. I'm in Miami and South Beach. There's usually 1 million people here.
Right.
But they're doing the right thing. They're being safe. They're staying at home. It's a great thing.
I agree. Well, question for you. Would you ever do a Shark Tank Zoom get together on YouTube or something? Not necessarily a full show, but would you ever do a Shark Zoom?
Mary, we actually talked about that.
We
actually talked about doing the whole thing that way. If we have to, we will. There's so many. You know what we're finding? There are hundreds of thousands of new ideas that are born out of necessity from this pandemic. All kinds of healthcare ideas, all kinds of new ways of clothing, all kinds of new mask ideas, all of these incredible ideas coming in that we have to air. I mean, they're just, the products that I'll bring to QVC next year are being born right now in somebody's basement. That's what's happening. Yeah. And I love innovation. I love the Boost innovation. Who would have thought of this? This is such a great idea.
Air in a can.
And believe me, in this environment, these are selling like crazy. Everybody's staying at home and they want to, get up in the morning and, I just talked myself into another one. I love it.
I wish I had some here.
I know.
You'd think we would have these in the host lounge. We don't have those.
When I bring this to QVC, when things are good again, I'm going to bring a whole case and people are going to go nuts. Everybody's going to want one. Everybody's going to want one. The cameramen, the makeup ladies, everybody's going to want a Boost. And then they're going to ask me, how do I get more Boost?
Now, wait, our friend Brian is asking down below, who is Kevin's barber?
Mary, I'll let you know a little secret. I bought the whole kit on Amazon and I realized, how do I cut the back? I'm alone here. How do I cut the back of my head? Yeah. So I took a camera tripod, ordered another mirror, and I put the mirror on the tripod and I adjusted it. And now I walk in, I've got mirrors, and the only trouble is it's reversed. So I made a big gash in the back of my head because I went the wrong way. Like everybody's doing the same thing.
Oh,
I mean,
totally.
it's getting a little raggedy in the back, but the sides I'm keeping pretty good, right?
You did very well. You're getting a lot of thumbs up down below.
You don't want to look like Bozo the Clown when you're bald on top and have hair on the sides. It goes like this.
That's what I hear. Now, question for you, what motivates you right now? Because I love what you said about this is really a time for innovation and creativity. What's motivating you that you're seeing? What do you see, whether it's in the world of business or in another category? What's motivating you? What's catching your eye?
You know, first of all, I'm motivated to make sure my companies, the 50 plus companies I've invested in on Shark Tank, are okay. And they're being able to raise money and getting the PPP and all of those things. And I've been working with them. Luckily, we've been bringing back employees because we just, Honey Fund, one of my great companies in the wedding space.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting married now. Nobody's getting married. All the weddings are being delayed. Right now, the first wedding we've got is in mid-July. Can you imagine the chaos? People want to start their marriages. They want to start their families. They want to get going. There hasn't been a wedding, and so we're starting to look at virtual weddings. Can you imagine that?
That's wild. That's wild.
So I'm working with Sarah on all of these things, trying to figure out what we're going to do. We've switched a lot of our, obviously our retail has gone to zero for most companies. So we're doing a lot more stuff online. This is the power of QVC flexing its muscles now with the ability to help people survive this thing by shipping products right to their homes. I mean, it's got to be amazing for you. You must be working your tail off right now.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, absolutely. But I think I'm a creature that's very happy working, so I'm thrilled to work. But the other thing that I think is important, the reason why I have these every single day at 5 p.m. is because routine is important. We human beings are just creatures of not only habit, but of filling different tanks to make sure that you're whole. And so having a routine is super important. Staying connected is super important. But when it comes to innovating, I'm so excited to see what comes out of this period of time. I'm
optimistic like you. I really am. I really think that people are going to pull through this, as we all are together, but America is going to be a more interesting and more efficient and better place through the strength it's going to give everybody, but also all the innovation, all the technology, all the new products. Yeah. 2 years from now, we're going to look back at this virus after having killed it with science, which is going to be great. And we're going to say it made us better. That's what I think.
I love it. I agree. You are getting requests to run for Prime Minister of Canada. You request to be on basically every ticket down in the comments below. In the future, in the way future, would you ever do anything political?
I have thought about it, but I went through that whole process, and I don't think I'd put my family through that again, to be honest with you, Mary. I'm not sure I would. It is brutal. I mean, this is brutal.
Yeah.
Politics is brutal. Why am I keep doing that to myself? I think I'd rather just come on QVC and sell more wine. That sounds like a better thing for me to do.
I'd like to join you for that, please. So just to recap, you're on Gourmet Holiday next Wednesday. Yep. And it looks like with the please correct me if I'm saying this wrong, the Bohana Life Pop.
Yep, let me show you that. Bohana,
there he goes.
Is a snack. This is an amazing product. This is a Shark Tank product that is actually popped water lily seeds, much better than popcorn. It doesn't have anything that sticks in your teeth. It tastes fantastic. It's better in terms of all the metrics that you measure popcorn versus water lily seeds. It's healthier in some ways, and it has a lot less salt in it, so it's fantastic. I love this product.
Very cool. Oh, I can't wait to try that.
Yeah.
So
you have one bite of this, and you just can't stop crunching. It's delicious. Well, less calories too, Mary. Less calories. 120 calories. That's way, way better. Less fat. Less cholesterol, less sodium, less.
And then you're in next Thursday in Down Home with David, and you're going to be with the Benji Lock and the Boost Oxygen. That's what you're bringing.
Exactly. Benji and Boost. Benji and Boost. Those are what I'm doing.
Benji and Boost. That's going to be so fun. Are you going to be checking in through Skype, or are you going to be on the phone with David?
I do it through Skype. Last time Dave and I did it, we did it Skype. It was so much fun. I mean, the interaction from coming in by satellite, as I call it, is just wonderful. Yeah. And I've got a whole Skype studio now built in with screens and lighting and everything. I think we're gonna have some fun, and I'm really excited about. I love Benji Lock. The thing is, it's won yet another award. I just got this yesterday, Mary. Look at this, another innovation award. at CES. Now CES was virtual this year. Another one, third year in a row. And so, and then of course a brand new product in Boost, as seen on Shark Tank.
Very cool. Very, very cool. You are going to be better than caffeinated when this is over.
But it's oxygen. It's oxygen. Yeah, it's good.
Exactly right. Wait, question for you, because I know I saw this question go by a couple of times. Because you're in self-isolation, what are you watching right now? Is there anything, are you a series watcher or a movie watcher?
Well, I love action movies.
Okay.
And I saw one last night, which I'm going to recommend to everybody. If you like that sort of thing. Yeah. It was called Extraction, and
we watched that too.
Yeah, and it's #1 on Netflix right now, and I thought I was not going to like it. I was stuck on it. I loved it, and I've recommended it to all my friends. Everybody's watching Extraction. It's one, and I love the Tiger King too. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Wild. I heard
I binge watched that in 2 days.
Did you really?
It was crazy. Yeah.
Well, and with Extraction too, the director is Sam Hargrave, and it was his first foray into a full-length movie, if I'm not mistaken. But he used to be the guy that directed that movie on Netflix. He used to be a stuntman. So
well, it shows because
I thought so too.
My son, who loves gaming and plays all those games,
yeah,
he watched it and said, Dad, it was like I was in a video game. It was so incredible, the action.
Agreed.
That guy is the best cinematographer for this genre of movie, Mary. Like that whole action thing. It was, and if you're looking for a little escapism, and who isn't these days, that is a heck of a story. It's got emotion in it, action, shot in a really interesting place in India. It was great. I'm a big fan of the military too, because I have some deals in Shark Tank with vets, so I'm kind of prone to that kind of movie, anyways. Well, that's good.
Thank you.
I like to see that.
Thank you. Yeah. We had that big flyover yesterday with the Thunderbirds and with the.
I think it's great. Some of my companies are doing things for first responders now. Love Pop is we've shut down our card manufacturing and we're making masks from Mount Sinai, New York. The face shields, because we have laser cutters. Everybody's pitching in, doing what they can. It really has brought the country together in a wonderful way. Not that we want this again, no thank you, but it is going to make people start thinking about being healthier and just the way, people are going to live their lives is going to be more health conscious. And I'm excited to be part of that. And I don't want to catch even a cold anymore. I think I've turned into a little bit of a Howie Mandel, Mary. That's what's happening.
Well, I think it's done that a little bit to all of us. Thank you. The shout outs for the military continue below. A lot of folks, if we could, just one last question, and then I know you're very busy, especially now because everybody's grabbing you for time. But when it comes to if folks are watching and they run their own small business, what's some good advice that we could be doing now to be prepared for when this is all over so that we can be ready to go and open the doors and get cranking? So if we have any small business owners that are watching, what's your advice to them?
Great question, Mary. Let me tell you what I've told all my companies, and we've learned from this. This is interesting data. We found out that the best thing we can do is keep communicating to our customers, our existing customers, the ones that have already bought our product or service, and communicate with them almost daily. Listen to this. In the old days when we used to do an email blast to our customers, we would get maybe a 2%, 2.5% response. But now when we're talking to them daily saying, here's the good, the bad, the ugly of our situation, would you help us if we gave you, a 2-for-1 offer, or would you help us because we're trying to keep our crew employed? Our response rates are up to 17%. If you're honest with your customer base and you're telling them about the trials and tribulations, and they care about you because they are your customer, they're going to help you out, Mary. They're going to help you out, and that's what we're spending our time doing. We're communicating with our employees, saying, look, here's what's happening every day, but we're communicating with our customers sometimes twice, sometimes 3 times a day. These are existing customers. We're not trying to grow our base because that's hard to do. We're trying to keep our customers. And as a result, we're getting fantastic. 17%. Think about that. That's one of the reasons QVC is doing so well. It's always staying in touch with its customers, and they know where to go when they need something. They can't leave the house for it. Yeah. So anyways, I'm going to be there next week. I'm very excited about it. I got some
So
great
are we.
cards. Oh. Loving the boost.
I love it. Kevin O'Leary, thank you so much for joining us today. That was so nice of you. So generous with your time. And we can't wait until this is all done to see you back in the building again, because you are definitely part of our family, my friend.
Thank you so much, Mary. What a great idea this Instagram thing is. This is great.
Thanks. Yeah,
all right, take care.
Thank
See
you,
you
my
later.
friend. Be well. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.